So we have actually done a class. We went out into the community and we looked for a small business and said, "Hey, if you are okay with students doing this with faculty expert, oversight, of course,
Mhm.
if you are okay with students doing this, we're going to do it at no cost. We're going to give you a report at the end. We're not going to help you afterwards because that's not what we do, but you're
Right.
going to give our students hands-on real life experience of what this is. And, you're going to get confirmation that you need more cybersecurity." So we had several small companies come in and say, "Yes, we would love this." We picked one because the class was going to be small, and it was a
Yeah.
very small company. I mean, it was a local company. It was, I think, they had 6 employees.
Mhm.
One of the reasons that we had chose them was because they had actually been hacked, and the owners had had some of their retirement basically stolen.
Mhm.
Oh,
And so,
Mhm.
they were very desperate to be like, "How do we keep this from happening again?"
right.
So, and our students loved it. And one of the I think the biggest impact that this made was the students saw how non-cyber secure a company, specifically a small company, is. I mean, again, it was just like, yeah, we change our passwords when we need to. Yeah, you know,
And then
when
we
we
put
lock
them on
the
a Post-it
server up,
note and put it under the keyboard.
I
Yeah.
mean, and the students, they
Ugh,
really got to see not the importance of cybersecurity, but then the importance of knowing where your vulnerabilities are, and they did make recommendations. Hey, this is one of your vulnerabilities. This is something that we recommend. But then they also that kind of talking about that people side versus the tech side. It's like, how do you explain this to a person who,
Mhm.
they don't have the money to go pay for, this huge security software to protect everything, because even if they did, they don't necessarily have the skills to install it
How are
and
they gonna admin it?
maintain it. And so that within itself was a huge value. And so that's something that we want to do more of. But again, it's kind of one of those, we can't just put together a class because, our faculty, it's their time, their money,
Right.
the students, some of the things, our students have to fit the class into, they have a core set of classes that they're supposed to take. There are set classes that they have to take, with their degree. So taking that extra class sometimes is not necessarily possible. So that's why we would want to really get it into the whole, permanent class roster. But again,
Mhm.
we're working on stuff like that, and it does take time, and, there's not a quick and easy button is to
no, I think that's accurate. This is a long-term problem that has been it took a while to get to this point,
yeah,
but now it's just very loud, and so we're seeing it, and it's not a quick fix, and I think the fix really is on multiple levels. I think that's brilliant that the students can get in there and see the human side of risk
yeah,
and resilience and the challenges with that because it's not always money. It's sometimes like, "Don't push that button." Like, "No, I know that don't push the button." You know,
Mhm.
those but there are some
Mhm.
things that you kinda go, "Wait, what are the humans doing in this particular work environment? What are they not doing? What bad habits have they picked up?" As in,
yeah,
what browsers are they using? Are they
yeah,
turning or do they know to turn the basic things on and off?
Mhm.
yeah,
Are they working with a local IT company to patch the computer systems? Is there
right,
someone monitoring the traffic at a bare minimum to see who's doing what where, or if somebody's accidentally clicked a link they shouldn't have, and now is there like an abnormal traffic pattern because somebody's, coming in
yeah,
ways that they shouldn't be? And for the students to really see that, and theory is great, but when you get to like sit with a real company and you're like, oh, I didn't think that through.
yeah,
Humans, I think Omar can attest to this. Humans will always not surprise you and surprise you with the level of, "What did you just do that?"
no, exactly. Well, then that exactly, but then also, yes, we know it's a problem. Yes, we would
Right.
love to fix it, but we got 10 other things that we have to spend our money on, that we have to, fix before we even think about thinking about that. And that's critical thinking, problem solving. I mean, that to actually,
Prioritization.
Yep.
That's
and
right.
even some of my students that have gone to larger companies, I mean, obviously for a larger company, it's a little bit easier because they do have more money, more people, more
Mhm.
resources.
Right.
But to actually see, I can't just go in and do this. I have to get approval. It
Mhm.
has to be paid for, or, oh, the solutions that are out there don't fit this company, this group, this as well as they say it does or we all thought it did. They need something else.
Mhm.
And so that's always, and that's always getting students, again, I can't say it enough, into real world scenarios, activities is probably the best experience for them.